Hey, how's it going, everyone? Bass here. So yesterday, the Packers have decided to work out an all-star CFL player, and that player is wide receiver DeVonte Dedmon from the Ottawa Redblacks. But more importantly, he is an all-star for being a kick return and punt return specialist in the CFL. Aaron Wilson put out a tweet stating DeVonte Dedmon worked out for the Packers. Now, he's a 5'10", 200-pound, 26-year-old wide receiver from William & Mary College, solely a special teams returner in the CFL. I think he only has around 100 receiving yards, so he's not really a receiver in the CFL. He is solely a punt return and kick return, which is 100% what the Packers need, and the best one in the CFL. So if we take a quick look at his current 2021 stats, I'll start with kickoffs here. Now, it shows 2019 and 2020, but we're more importantly 2021 in the current 2021 stats. He has 1,223 kick return yards on 49 attempts. That's a 25.0 average, along of 100 yards, and also has a kick return touchdown. He's leading the league in kick return yards by over 600 yards. He's also leading the league in average kick return yards per return with players with at least 10 returns with that 25.0, and he's one of two players in the entire league to at least have one touchdown for on a kick return. And then as for his punt return stats here in 2021, 737 yards on 48 attempts. That's a 15.4 average, the same average he had last year, and also 2 touchdowns. And just like kick returns, he's leading the league in punt return yards as well by almost 300 yards here on punt return. He's second in average for returners with at least 10 yards with that 15.4 average. He's first in punt return touchdowns with 2. And he was obviously named as special teams all-star for the West for the CFL this season. So that's 1,960 total return yards for anyone who's doing the math. So I think at this point, he 100% deserves a shot in the NFL. And what better team than the Green Bay Packers? They don't have a single good return guy. You know, every time you see a punt go up in the air and whoever's back there, you're just like, you know what, just fair catch it or let it bounce. Don't even touch the ball. Not to mention Amari Rodgers is on the COVID/reserve list. He hasn't been a good return man this year at all. The only decent return man to start the year was Kylan Hill at kick return, and obviously he tore his ACL. Then we had the likes of Malik Taylor back there, Patrick Taylor, now Amari Rodgers, who again is on the COVID list. So the Packers have been so desperate for a return man. They had Tyler Ervin last year, which was pretty good. He's still a free agent, keep in mind. Don't know why the Packers haven't signed anyone to this point. They just really haven't had a single guy back there that I felt comfortable with. They've even thrown Channing Sullivan back at punt return. And generally, the Packers haven't had a very deadly return man since the likes of rookie Randall Cobb and Micah Hyde there at punt return. And I'm all aboard the DeVonte Dedmon train. I think the Packers should 100% sign this guy. And as I said, he 100% deserves a shot in the NFL. He is balling out there in the CFL. And it's not even close. Like, the next best guys on special teams aren't even close. So he 100% deserves a shot, whether it be with the Packers or not. But the Packers are obviously the most needy team at returner. I think there's no arguing that. They are easily the worst special teams unit in the league. Now, obviously, just signing a return man wouldn't fix the special teams all of a sudden, but it would surely put a Band-Aid and kind of hide some of the flaws if you have a very skilled return man. I mean, you see teams like the Bears with Jakeem Grant, which just makes dudes miss even if there's no blocks and returns, as you saw against the Packers. So if the Packers could add someone like that, it would surely boost their special teams unit going into the playoffs. And I think that's definitely what they need because, as you know, and I'm sure you've thought just like I have, there's certain times where you're like, this special teams unit is going to lose us a playoff game. Like, it is going to happen. It's just so terrible. I didn't think it could get worse from last year, but it did. So you got to start somewhere, and I think that is signing DeVonte Dedmon. But the Packers did just work him out yesterday, so we'll see if they do decide to sign him. But I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you think the Packers should sign DeVonte Dedmon? Just leave your thoughts down in the comments. But on that note, I'll catch you on the next one, and as always, go Pack Go.